You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Today's show is sponsored by Dr. Jacalyn. Take charge of your life personally, financially, and professionally. Visit drjacalyn.com to book an appointment today.
Hello and welcome to Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn live on Business Talk Radio, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. I am your host and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. I am a certified holistic life and career coach and also a TV show host and producer. Our show is all about hope, inspiration, and stories of overcoming adversity. And my guest today fits perfectly in what our messaging is. Her name is Yolanda Russo. Let's bring her onto the program. Yolanda is a life and beauty coach. She's a skincare expert, and she is going to talk to us all about how to find a natural way to take care of our skin and take care of ourselves. Yolanda, welcome to the program.
Welcome. It is so nice to be with you.
It is a pleasure to have you. I am so thrilled for you to share your story. You've come from quite a journey to where you are today, to helping other people, feeling good about themselves. People have been struggling, especially during the pandemic, with stress and how stress plays a huge role on our skin, which is our largest organ. But would you share with us, how did your journey start and where did it start?
Yes, that is actually the first and the most important thing that led me to what I am right now. As an early teenager, I suffered from from headaches, which led to me being debilitated at the age of 17. I was bedridden, literally. And at end of high school, choosing college comes up. I have no life. I just didn't want to do anything or move forward. I was definitely stuck. And after many doctors' visits and many doctors' scans and blood tests, what was the most frustrating was I was determined that I was a healthy young woman. And it's okay, this shall pass. I didn't know how to live from then on because I couldn't even depend on Western medicine. So what did I do? I stayed on and I thought and rehearsed my life and rehearsed what led me to be where I am. And if I'm not sick, if I don't have a diagnosis, then I can heal myself or I can help myself. Later on, I went on to college and I studied biology for that very reason. That was my driving force to find out, why am I sick? And what can I do to help myself? And with that, I found the solution. I learned how the stress is connected to our brain. And how do we connect both of them without injuring all of the other organs? And I succeeded in that. And now I said to myself, my passion in life is going to be helping those who suffer just like me. And those who can't do what I have done. You have to have guts to do this. I was born in Poland, where we were a communist country at that time. My words or my thoughts didn't count. I had no voice. And I thought I was born in the wrong country. So what did I do? I packed up, and at 23, I left and looked for a way of expressing and helping others. And that's where I am. So welcome.
What an incredible, moving story to have the courage and strength that you had to leave your country to come here. And then also to accept the fact that you didn't have a diagnosis and you were going to do something to heal yourself. And now you're out there helping others. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Yolanda.
Yes. I'm very surprised at myself as well, because that is not what I was taught. I was taught to be quiet and listen and follow the crowd. and I was a rebel. I just didn't want to agree.
Well, what a gift you are.
Yeah.
And, it's so interesting. I have 3 autoimmune illnesses, and over the years, people have told me that it's caused from stress. And what I do know is that stress absolutely makes the flares worse. That is for sure. And it also has a huge impact on your skin. So what have you found as a life and beauty coach in terms of the correlation between stress and acne, for example?
So what makes me different in this field, there's a lot of skincare products, there's a lot of skincare facilities. And what makes me different is that I find out about the person and their life in general, what causes the certain things on the skin that are showing up. And in Chinese medicine, we do something, or I've learned through all of my studies that I was digging in to find a solution for myself, that Eastern medicine, traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic, they knew exactly what we need for our body to be perfect. Mother Nature took care of us as well. There is 30 billion of cells in our body, and every second, 1 million cells are reduced. They are just die off to bring life for the new cells to grow and be helping us to be different. So if a person is willing to change and they are willing to listen to my advice, I tell them there is no way that you can't help yourself. There is no need for anything invasive, for that matter, because your body regenerates every single day. And in fact, every 7 years, we get our new body. Every cell in our body is replaced completely. So if someone is not well, or maybe in a negative state of mind all their life long, if they decide today, I'm going to snap out of it, you have every 7 years, you have a second chance given by Mother Nature. And I knew that. And this is why my life had been such a journey, but it was a drastic achievement, which led me to a lot of creations of a skincare line, of natural facelift, and Zit Zap bar, which helps so many different people. And this is why I am so grateful to be here and share my message of hope and possibilities, which I believe in. I'm a product of it.
Well, everything that you're mentioning is bringing joy to my heart, and I'm sure others as well. I truly believe that we are capable of healing ourselves.
Yes.
And I know myself, I just spent the last 5 months in an ulcerative colitis flare, and I actually have healed myself without going to a physician. So I totally believe in this. What would you say is, in your findings, is the correlation between your mental attitude versus the behavioral changes that you need to make in order to eliminate stress and to heal yourself?
Yeah, so the first thing is the nutrition, the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, and the thoughts that we put in our body. Every cell in our body, there's 30 trillion of them, has its own brain. So it's not just the gut-brain axis. It's every cell, every little cell hears what you say. So when I speak to someone who is suffering from acne, let's say, I say, what does your life look like? What do you do for fun? What makes you angry? And why can't you change that? What is the reason why you're stuck? And we talk about this for a few minutes. And then once I uncover the layers of the problem, I then see why, from the Chinese medicine face mapping, I know which zone is responsible for which part of the problem. So there is a digestive, there is hormonal, there is stress, there is adrenal overload. So I then define exactly what is happening. And when I give the information to my client, uh, uh, sharing with them what is it that I see and what is it that they can do after I jumpstart their healing, what they can do on their own when they go home. And that is what is changing. That is what is different about me helping people with their skin. So the first thing I would say, stop talking negatively to yourself. If you can't talk positively, don't. Just listen to affirmations and repeat them until you believe it's true.
Very well said. And I was watching one of your videos and you were walking through this beautiful grass and you were talking about the power of meditation. So how do you feel that meditation plays a role in being positive?
So when I first started with meditation, or I tried after my migraines and recovery, that was a long recovery, and I probably never, like yourself, we probably never recover from this because our body remembers exactly what the triggers are. And this is why I tried to learn meditation, martial arts. I love Tai Chi. If someone is more active and can't sit still, meditation for me wasn't working. I just couldn't stop my brain. And 20 years ago, that's what the notion was. You have to stop your brain in order to meditate. Things have changed now, and we're allowed to think when we are meditating, but that didn't work for me. So the way I meditate is I go outdoors, and I got myself a dog to do this for me because the dog takes me out. And when I do, I want to notice everything around me, the leaves that are changing. Many people don't even notice the season change. That's how they're occupied with themselves, with their fear of tomorrow. And that is wrong. That is what is hurting our cells. That is what injures our gut. And then the gut communicates with the brain and every cell in our body, telling us we are on alert, emergency. Meditation or being outdoors, noticing what is there, the leaves, the grass, the fresh grass, walking bare feet is very meditative. So if you can't meditate, or you think you're not able to sit still, like I wasn't, you start there. You start where you can.
That makes a lot of sense. And you brought up something that really resonated with me, which is I could sit at this computer and work all day and I have no idea what's going on outside.
Yeah.
But I do practice meditation and yoga, but in the house. And we really have to get outside because there is so much to see. And so that's a good point. I want to continue on with our conversation. I also want you to take us on a little tour of your spa there in New Jersey. But first, we're going to take a break and we're going to hear from our sponsors. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Let's hear some words from Margie Cedrone. If you're looking for a wonderful gift, a custom-made piece of jewelry, Margie's a good friend of mine and she does a great job. She's located in New Jersey also. Let's hear from her and we'll be back in a few minutes. Located at 121 Haddon Avenue in Westmont, New Jersey, is Margie Cedrone, artisan jeweler. Margie's been in business for more than 30 years. She works with her clients to create custom pieces of jewelry to reflect their personality and help them make their own bold statement. Starting in the renowned Jewelers Row in Center City, Philadelphia in 1988, Margie works directly with her clients to develop one-of-a-kind pieces such as necklaces, engagement rings, wedding bands, unique watches and tennis bracelets, as well as a myriad of rings and earrings for everyone in your family. She also has worked directly with Dr. Jacalyn over the years, creating unique pieces of jewelry to reflect her personality. She does pearl stringing and repairs on site at 121 Haddon Avenue. Call or text Margie at 384-7155. Margie Cedrone Jewelry is open by appointment only. Make your own bold statement.
RVN TV is a platform for people of any industry to share their story. Over 285,000 viewers are tuning in to RVN TV shows monthly. We guarantee a great experience that you'll be sharing with everyone you know while increasing your personal and company's brand awareness. But what is your brand? According to Forbes, it's a combination of your logo, your product, your design and feel, and your personality. Did you know that aside from being a guest, we offer even more opportunity to boost your brand? Adding your company logo and website on screen during your interview will allow viewers to recognize your brand instantly. Incorporating images and video clips is another great way to showcase your product during your live segment. Let viewers see how good you really are. And most importantly, there's you and your interview. For less than the cost of a newspaper, direct mail, or a magazine ad, you can leave our studio and within 48 hours have a permanent digital copy of your live segment to link to your social media, embed into your company website, or use in email marketing. Investing in your brand is so very important, and we can't wait to have you as a guest.
Have you just lost your job or have been laid off and you are looking to transition to a new job or career? Maybe you have even tried submitting tons of applications and yet you keep getting turned down for jobs you qualify for. Don't wait until you become overwhelmed with rejections when you can easily transition or get your dream job. Let MJW Careers guide you to the right career path and a better, brighter future. At MJW Careers, we know what hiring managers are looking for, and our goal is to land you the job you deserve. What makes MJW Careers a wonderful provider over other services is our pragmatic and scientific approach to resume writing. There are rules, there are visual cues, there are content best practices. We understand those and work within the boundaries to ensure our clients' messaging appeals to the decision makers. Our career consultants will help you transition into new roles quickly and effectively. With our experience in virtually every industry, we will provide direction in the frustrating job market by helping you write a customized, professional resume and prepare you for your interview as well. Join the great number of people we have helped scale up to greater things in their careers. Let us help you on your career journey. Come visit us, www.jobstickers.com, to learn more and grab a free resume review or ebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Hello and welcome back to Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn, live on Business Talk Radio, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. To our friends who are on Facebook, we would love to hear from you, so please feel free to share any comments and I'll read them on air. Yolanda Russo is my guest today, and she has made such a difference in helping people who have autoimmune illnesses or issues with their skin. She is a life coach and a beauty coach and a skincare expert. Yolanda, welcome back to the program.
Welcome. It's so nice to be here again.
Yolanda, where are you located in New Jersey?
I am in northern New Jersey, right by Montclair. Everybody knows Montclair. So it's Verona, New Jersey.
Verona, New Jersey. Wonderful. We're going to give you your contact information again later, but you're doing some virtual work with people for beauty consultations, right?
Yes. If someone can't see me in person, I now am available online for virtual consultations, and I can certainly help the same way with looking at the face as I mentioned earlier, with the face mapping and discovering what the triggers are, and we can go from there.
That's excellent. I'm sharing your contact information again, but for anybody on Business Talk Radio listening, it's yolandarusso.live. or 973-228-7727. Yolanda, I wanted to go back to something you mentioned before, a tool that you have, and I forget the exact name, but it's something for zits. What is that product?
So that's very interesting. It is a Zit Zapper, which is an it's a special light that shines and disinfects rather than traditionally what everybody does, squeezes out and makes it painful and erupts in swelling. I want to change that. The notion of squeezing it out, pushing it out, or injuring the skin, it doesn't resonate with me. I want you to love every cell in your body. Even if you feel pain, love your pain. Send light to it, including the zits that are there. And I can take it from there and I can help from there on. So I just want hope. I just want people to have that hope and understanding that there is another way. And I found it myself for myself, and I know how to help you.
So Yolanda, maybe you have some suggestion for me. Maybe there's others out there like me, but I have a magnifying mirror that's now 50 times, and I'm obsessed with tweezing and picking. So I have 3 sets of tweezers, and I'm always like in the mirror. What is that?
One of my blog posts was there must be a conspiracy on the in the market for people to see their face zoomed in. Why on earth would you do that? It must be for the reason that I thought, to sell you products, to have you fix up the skin yourself once you see it in that 50 zoom, whatever that is. I want you to throw out all the 10x's. 5x, it's okay. You can keep it just in case you need to pluck. Anything higher than that, it's horrifying. You know how many people ran to me crying that their skin looks awful? And I look at them and I'm like, where is it? Oh yeah, I saw that, this stretched pore under my magnifying light. That's unbelievable. This is dangerous. Put this mirror away. Use it only for plucking. No one sees what you see in that mirror. It's designed for us to see that, so we can help you more. So please get rid of this. Yeah.
It makes sense. I remember, just a quick digression. I went to Penn State and I had a boyfriend, and we were driving back home, and he said, "What is that thing coming out of your neck?" And it was a black hair. So I think that's what happened. I became obsessed with, I don't want anybody else to see it. So, but anyway, it definitely is bad for you because it stretches your pores.
Totally bad, yes.
And then we come to you and say, how can you help fix what I've done?
Well, but also you see something that is not there. It's something that you shouldn't be seeing. The pores are living and breathing. They must be rounded. And if you put wrong product on it, they are even stretched more, but it's not the end of the world. Come to me, let me help you. Put away the mirror.
That's it. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
So Yolanda, what I'm wondering is, if someone comes to you, whether it's in person or if it's virtually, what does that process of working with you look like?
So that depends. When 10 years, it seems like every 10 years, every decade, there's a bigger need on the market for something else. So at this moment, I am helping a lot of people with acne, and understood it's stressful. We have the mask on. It's just very stressful. So it's many people that I see right now are struggling with adult acne or even worse. So that's where I want to focus on. But 10 years ago, a decade ago, or 12 years ago, when another recession had happened, and the markets were changing, where people were going back to work with the bosses that were aged as their children age. Women were struggling with thinking, what am I? I'm not going to be a mom sitting in front of my boss who is a kid. I need to look younger. So then I was focusing more on rejuvenation and facelifting. And this is why I created natural facelift method, that it's so effective. It's almost like a gym for the face.
A gym for the face? I love that. It's great.
Amazing. Yes. So now when I see someone for acne, so when we go back to now, when I see someone with acne, I see how they struggle, how they're unhappy, literally unhappy, just like I was. And I know I can feel that. And I take them by the hand and I tell them, I can help you, but you have to stop. Just follow my guidance, and quickly we can eradicate that. That's how quickly.
So when someone's following your guidance, you had mentioned in the beginning about nutrition. Is your packaging in terms of what you're offering, is it nutrition based? Is it doing positive reinforcements? What else is included?
It's an education. Yes, nutrition is first part of it. Just yesterday, I was seeing 2 clients who had cystic acne, who had developed cystic acne, adult cystic acne. And I am noticing this in the area of digestion. And this is why I have to first discover, see the skin and discover what is causing all the problems. And so I found out that they are really sensitive to certain foods, but they are doing it anyway because it's easy. And this is when I come in and I coach through the situations, and I find substitutes for what can be done instead of that, a healthy substitute. So I not necessarily send them to have I do. I tell them a juice, a spoonful, not spoonful, fistful of baby kale, baby spinach, and water each morning in the NutriBullet. It doesn't require any work, and the washing is only a cup. That makes it very simple. So people don't know how to begin nutrifying their body. And without nutrifying the body, you cannot fix anything in your body, because your cells require that food. Those foods are coming from what we eat, what we put in the stomach. So if I put creams on the face, whether it's a natural facelift or acne, if I put creams on the face to try to help the skin to purge, it will come the next day, within 24 hours, everything what's in your stomach, in your gut, it's going to come out back to your face. So it doesn't work. It needs to work both ways. Beauty on the inside first and then outside. That's how I work with everyone. And the results are just miracles.
And you've been in business for a long time, so you obviously know what you're doing. What types of results are your clients experiencing when they follow your direction?
The results are unimaginable. Within 2-3 weeks, the skin just regenerates itself. It looks beautiful. It looks clear. And then once the skin clears, they're so happy. They're so uplifted and then ready to go and do their life. And this is exactly why I'm in this business, not to make people beautiful. There is more meaning to this. I want them to go on with life and help themselves, just like I helped myself. I was alone on the journey. I am there for them. And many people have put reviews on Google for Speranzi Facial Spa. So I am so grateful. But this is exactly who I am and how quickly I can help to transform the skin. So yes, it's beauty from inside to outside very quickly.
I'm glad to hear that. And I'm wondering, Yolanda, what your experience is with people who are using biologics. They've gone to a dermatologist, for example, and they were told you need to do XYZ injection, and I'm one of those people. Are you able to get people off of the biologics, or do you work in tandem with them? How does that work?
Yes. So we are now talking about the aging population. Is that what you want to refer to?
So anyone who has, let's say they have acne and they go to a dermatologist and they're given some type of injection that they're supposed to do on a regular basis, a biologic for the skin.
Yes. So when we talk about the acne, yes, people go and get script for antibiotics or whatever else, and it works for 2 minutes and then it's back to itself. So where I can't say anything about the medicine because they need to see the doctor before they see me, but I try to sway everybody from being invasive. So cortisone shots are those that are being injected into cystic acne because there is no other way to get them out. Traditionally in America, by the way, beauty or skincare became popular in the 80s in America. in Europe and the rest of the world, we know for centuries what the skin is and what to do with the skin and how to even deal with cystic acne. So I say, please stop doing this if you can. Ask your doctors for permission to help me naturally. And miracles happen very quickly. No squeezing, that's not allowed. Nothing invasive, not allowed. We are going to heal the cystic from inside out. And I'm going to finish that with my Zit Zapper invention. That's a light, it's a disinfecting light that shrinks up, disinfects the skin. By the way, the light is what everybody asks me, what is this light? It's available for everybody, but in Europe, we use this much more. This is the same light that it's in the neo units. When babies are born, there is a blue light in the room protecting the babies from germs. That's the light. That's what I use for acne shrinking, for inflammation shrinking. Yes.
It sounds like you work in tandem with the physician. In other words, your client will go and see a physician and get a diagnosis, and then you work with the person from the inside out. So it sounds like a really beautiful package. And I'm wondering, have you worked with people who have psoriasis, for example, where that has a major impact on their self-esteem, how they feel about themselves? Are you able to help people with that kind of condition?
So with that, this is out of scope of my practice. And unfortunately, I can help that to be less visible, but I can't help any other way other than referring them to a functional doctor or nutritionist. And I do mention to them that the flare-ups are caused by stress. So if there is anything that you can do to start right now to change your mindset, that would be very helpful before you looked for another help. And I've noticed a lot of people actually who came with a little dry patch of eczema here or there, those we can take care of because it's a lot of exfoliation and healing with vitamins. My plant skincare is amazing. It's very economical, very affordable, but it's specific for each skin type. So I recommend checking this out. Or usually everybody who comes for a facial, they just get assigned a new regimen for the skin and they see it. So it's a quick solution because from the studies, we find that 10% of people who are sick with either acne or any other skin condition, only 10% go and see the doctors. But there is 50 million of people who millions of people who suffer from acne. So 10% of them just seek medical help. 20% go and look for specialists, but 40% are looking online for Google or social media to advise them on what to put on the skin. And it's horrifying and also wasting money to the person to just choose a product based on someone else's opinion. So that's horrifying. And the remaining people are suffering in silence. So I want to reach out to everyone and say, there is hope, there is a possibility, and I can do help really quickly.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing all that. And you and I know we haven't met before, and I did some research and I reached out to you, and I'm so glad you're able to be on the program because you have hit so many points that are really resonating, especially during COVID when we have all of this time inside and we are dealing with stress and dealing with fear and dealing with the unknown. And people do just go onto Google. I know myself, I've tried so many products that I wasted money on. I just... and then I give them away to somebody else, like hundreds of dollars of products.
So sad, yes.
It is. So I want to hear more, and I want to see if you're able to turn your camera around to see the inside of your spa there right from the lobby, but we're going to take a very, very quick break. So just stay with us. And I'm going to play a sponsorship video. I'm actually in the process of starting another show, and we're looking for sponsors. So if you're out there, contact me. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. I'm the executive producer and host of the Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn programs. My programs are on RVN TV, Business Talk Radio, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. I'm also the morning host of Tuesday Morning Coffee on RVN TV. I'd like to invite you to be a guest on one of my programs as well as consider sponsorship. Your sponsorship can include a custom-made commercial designed for you by the Dr. Jacalyn team, or you can use one of your own commercials. You have the opportunity to promote your brand, your book, or even a cause that's near and dear to you. You can reach out to me at Jacalyn@drjacalyn.com or through my website, drjacalyn.com. Thank you. I'd love to have you on my team.
Have you ever tried to build people into a team? Maybe you've tried bowling, or ziplining, or paintball, or pizza making. These events can be fun, and they can make everybody happy for a while. But in the long run, do they really turn people into a team? Now, imagine the members of your team scattered all over the world, working from trains and airplanes, from remote offices, client locations, or working from home. How do you build a winning team when your playing field might be the entire world? With BCAT, we've created the answer. Working completely online, no matter where your people are, we turn them into an engaged and motivated team in 3 simple steps. First, we use the BCAT survey, which they can take online, anywhere, anytime, to reveal the North Star that represents their shared pride in the work they do. Next, we work with your team's leaders and stakeholders to convert that North Star into a role target, an ideal virtual person who represents your team's best self, living its best day at work. With our internet tools, we hang your North Star high in the sky, where everyone on your team can see it, no matter where in the world they might be. Then we guide and help everyone on your team in creating personal plans to align themselves with your team's North Star. We help each of them develop the positive habits that, day by day, every day, steer them closer to your North Star, aligning themselves with your team's signature dreams and ideals. And over the long haul, we offer programs and coaching techniques that help them stick to their plans. Remote team building isn't hard. It doesn't take long. And it's just as much fun as pizzas and paintball. You build winning teams around a purpose, not a place. BCAT is the answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Today's show is sponsored by Dr. Jacalyn. Take charge of your life personally, financially, and professionally. Visit drjacalyn.com to book an appointment today.
Hello, Dr. Jacalyn and Yolanda Russo here on Rapping with Dr. Jacalyn Live on Business Talk Radio, Facebook, and YouTube Live. Again, if you're on Facebook and you want to put a comment in, we'd love to hear from you. Yolanda, thank you for being with us today. And when we took the break, I saw that you were showing us the inside of your spa there. And so that was really terrific. What else can you share with us in terms of visuals?
When I built this business, I thought so strongly about sharing my message, and I didn't know how to put it out in the first second that a client walks in. So I designed a sign. It says, "Welcome to the world of hope and possibilities." And that is exactly what it is. So that's that. I just noticed my mission on my book that I wrote. I have a book as well. It's Retrain Your Face. In this book, I give whatever we just talked about. I give the tips and tools on starting very, very slowly into the world of what I teach and what it can be. But I also, at the end of the book, I share with other skincare professionals who are in business, who want to learn how to change their business and how to improve lives of their clients so they don't depend on us. They take the tools that we teach them and they go home and practice that. Because when a client or patient or a person who is willing to learn follows the home care routine, they are very fulfilled because they take control of their health and beauty. If we do this for them, it's not lasting very long because as soon as they leave, they're back to the same. So this book starts the conversation and puts a person into the driver's seat of their own health and beauty. So it's very easy read, but I recommend this as a reference.
So where can we find your book, Retrain Your Face?
It's on Amazon. We can definitely, Amazon and other stores alike. Yes.
Well, you certainly have been very busy. You have your own business, and you have a book, and you do these virtual workshops. So when we think about where we are today as a global society and what everyone's going through, you mentioned about no negative self-talk. What other great inspirational tools and tips can you give us as we leave our show today, in terms of when we think about Yolanda Russo, we think about these suggestions?
So whatever else is true in this world and on this planet, this happens every decade. Every decade we go through changes and transformations. And our job is not to think of the past. Never look back. Think of the now. This is the time for personal transformation. We are now settled home. We don't really do that much. We don't have social lives as much as we did before. We are not on the phone, the phone stuck to our hand all the time. We are more free to look into our soul and think who we are, who we want to be, and align ourselves with people like you, doctor, and myself. I also have live shows and YouTube channel where I began teaching or transforming. This is the year when I started going out to the public. Up until now, everybody who came to me got the benefit of it one-on-one. But now, because of the COVID, because of our slowdowns, I transformed personally, and I want each one of you who is listening, don't think this is a negative. This is a reset button that was pushed by Mother Nature for us to pull back whatever we were going, the hamster wheel that we were on, pull back. Who are you? What do you want from life? And feel it, notice what is happening. What are you grateful for? And you notice we don't need that much in life anymore. We are in our home with our family, and we are very, very grateful. And that's what it should be. So from now on, we can set the path to the future.
I always love interviewing other coaches because coaches just have this incredible energy, and your positivity just radiates across the computer screen. So thank you so much. So you've got a YouTube channel. What is the channel name so we can subscribe to that?
It's Yolanda Russo.
Perfect. And you are all over social media, I see. And so for anyone who's not able to get up to North Jersey, you can do a virtual session with Yolanda, and I'm sure she's going to help you. I'm going to reach out to you myself for some of my own issues, and I'm going to take that magnifying mirror and get rid of it.
Please, everyone, please donate this. I always say donate this. If you can't throw it out, just give it to somebody else.
And tell us again about the Zit Zapper.
Zit Zapper, yes. So whenever you have zits on the face, don't pop them. Please don't. You're scarring yourself, you're injuring yourself, and you're hurting your own cells. I can help you. I can help you on the road to recovery, but I will also give you the keys of what to do when this happens. Apple cider vinegar, right there. Even with eczema and psoriasis, organic apple cider vinegar is a miracle juice for any inflammation.
Do you recommend taking that or putting it on the skin?
Putting on the skin, yes. I recommend a lot of home remedies. That's where I come from. I come from old methods of healing, and this is one of them, the home remedies. I say whatever you can eat, you can put on your face as a mask. Say you have yogurt in the morning, just eat your yogurt, whatever it's left, spread it on your face. 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, go and take a shower. You're done. If you have avocado in the morning, just mush it up, add a little bit of milk, put it on the face, even your hair if you are showering, and just go and take a shower. You are hydrating, you're giving nutrients to your skin and to your body. So it's on Instagram. That's where I have a lot of home remedies.
They're great tips. Thank you for that. Yolanda, I just had a question pop into my head. What if you use something like coconut oil, for example? I happen to use that on my skin. And then I looked at the jar and it says 130 calories for a tablespoon. I thought, I wonder if that's just if you ingest it.
Are you ingesting it or putting it?
No, just putting it on the skin.
Okay. No, coconut oil in fractionated coconut oil, which you can, it's available. It's fractionated coconut oil. It's okay because it's broken down. The molecules are not as heavy and not as clogging. Coconut oil has benefits to our body when you take it internally and externally, but not in the form that people are doing it. When you overdo with oils of any sort, even good oils, your pores will suffer. You will suffocate them. So fractionated coconut oil, yes. And digesting a teaspoon of coconut oil is not going to hurt you. It's actually helpful for the digestion, but not full concentration on the skin. I don't recommend that.
Okay, so I'm getting rid of that magnifying mirror and I'm not putting the coconut oil right on my skin.
No, coconut. Yeah, there are other ways of dealing with this. You can put honey, just mix honey with a drop of coconut oil and put it on the face, but not coconut oil alone.
Too much. Okay. One last question I have for you. What are your experience or your expertise, your expert opinion about essential oils?
I love them. I use Doterra essential oils, and the way I use them is not exactly in my skincare because my skincare is very purified. It's plant-based. So I don't want to add scents to it because it's really not scented, or if it does have a scent, it's a grapefruit scent. So the way I use essential oils, and I have them here, I just found this copaiba oil, and it is to relax me, to just whenever I'm tense, put this on, put it everywhere that you think you're tense, put this on and even digest this. I love essential oils when you can actually digest them. So Doterra is one and Young Living is another. Those are the only two that can be put internally. Otherwise, essential oils are very good to infuse in the air and breathe in, because our brain is once you inhale anything, that's why breathing, exercising would help with stress. Once you inhale something, it hits back of the throat and immediately kicks in the nervous system into a relaxed mode. So it's very important that you are diffusing purified essential oils too. So that is why I love Doterra.
I don't have experience with Doterra, but I do with Young Living essential oils. My sister's a rep for them. We have so many oils. It's amazing. And she really swears by them. And I love them too. So So I appreciate your opinion on that. A lot of great information, Yolanda. Our time has run out, but I definitely want to have you back because everything you're talking about, we can all relate to. It's all things that everyone needs to know. And during this time where we really have an opportunity to connect with people we never would have connected with before, I hope people will reach out to you because, again, you can help them virtually. And the way to contact you is through yolandarusso.live or telephone number 973-228-7727. Yolanda, would you give us the address for the spa?
So, yes, perfect. I will do that. And if someone wants to schedule an appointment, they can simply go to www.speranzi.com. So that's just where the appointments are set. The address is 269 Bloomfield Avenue, Verona, New Jersey.
Excellent. Well,
if I can leave you with one acronym, yesterday as I was driving, I was trying to think how to help those young people who come now and don't know where to go with the stresses and with the skin problems. I thought of an acronym. Oh, by the way, there is also personal relationships that are suffering because they're broken up. The skin is not looking clear. They just don't want to go out. So they're stressed because they have no relationships. So I thought I can just give them a tool to practice daily. So that way, once they recover from this mode of I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough, I can't do it. By the time you get here to me, we're going to make it perfect. We're going to make you date. That's my acronym. DATE. And this was when I was driving, right? So the first one is D, diet. Change your diet immediately. You don't have to be religious. If you want a little bit of ice cream to reward yourself after a week of hard work, of a fistful of baby kale, fistful of baby spinach, water, drink that. That's your nutrition. Start there. It's not difficult, is it?
So
good. And avoid pasteurized foods. That's it. Attitude is the A. Go on the news diet. Stop watching the news. News was designed to shape our brain, to make you think what they think. Please make your own decisions about everything. Stop listening to the news. Just, enough now to just go on and make your own judgment calls. So that's the attitude. Change that. It will get you out of the negativity into neutral. That's where I want you to be. You don't have to be positive if you don't want to. Just be neutral. Transformation is a T. Meditate. Whatever you can do daily. And the best time to do this is first thing in the morning, before you even put your foot down on the carpet. Just praise something. Be grateful for something. Be grateful for the beautiful room you're waking up to, the light, the sunlight that is coming in. And that's it. Just set the intention for the day with a gratitude. That's your transformation begins right there. Do it every day. And E is an exercise. So you do have to get up from this chair, get out from this behind the computer scene, and yourself included, and just go outside, couple minutes. It's 15 minutes, really 50. You don't have to be an hour in the gym to get the benefit, to give benefit to your body. 15 minutes a day of exercise where you bring your heartbeat a little higher. It's enough. And that gives you the recycling energy to supply each cell of the body with nutrients that you put into your stomach with the green juicing. And it helps you with oxygen because you have to get rid of toxins. How do you do this? Your skin breathes, but you breathe it out. So it's less important breathing in. It's the breath out that it's important. So that's my acronym for daily use. It's DATE.
And it's not Match.com. So that is some good news there.
Yeah, just remember those 4 letters. And
I have that running across the screen. Diet, attitude, transformation, and exercise. What a great way to close out the program, Yolanda. You are so talented and you have so much to offer, and I'm hoping people will reach out to you, and I definitely will stay in touch with you. So thank you for being on the program. I'm going to meet you backstage in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned.
Thank you.
And to everybody who is out there, I always want to thank my viewers and my listeners. It means so much because it takes a lot to put these programs together, and it brings me such passion and joy to have a platform where people get to share their stories. If you have a story to share about hope, inspiration, or overcoming adversity, or you'd like to be on my business talk show, please reach out to me. The best way is to go to my website, drjacalyn.com. And I'll leave you now with a little tee up about me and about our programs. And thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to love yourself, to give gratitude, to be kind to others, and be compassionate. Thank you. We'll see you next time.